the fuck are you doing, dude? What is up, dude and dudettes? It's your boy, Big Boy, back here with another motovlog for you guys today. Sorry I haven't uploaded in the past couple days. I had some issues with my computer where it made me restore. I lost like 4 vlogs, so I have to restart them all today. But today I just want to talk about a couple stories. First, having to do with my childhood, and I just want to talk a little bit about childhood and your memories and stuff. So, for me personally, I've actually enjoyed my childhood. I mean, my parents gave me as much as they could, and it was pretty much good enough for me. But the main thing I enjoyed about my childhood was all the friends that I had. Like, we had like our own little clique in our neighborhood. It was me and about like 7 other friends. And I mean, us 7 friends would just do a bunch of random stupid stuff. Always hang out, we would go out, play football, play manhunt. When it snowed, we would all go sledding at the same time. We'd hang out at each other's houses. It was fun. But, ooh, lost traction a bit. So, I just want to explain one of my worst experiences that I had as a childhood. It kind of wasn't, it was just like the worst feeling ever. So, one day, we were out playing football. And normally when we play football, it's me and my 7 friends, and then normally they all have older brothers, and we all just play with them. So, one play, I think it was like towards the end when we were playing, I was trying to score a touchdown. I caught the ball and started running, and one of my friend's older brother, he tried pushing me out of bounds, but I didn't want to go out of bounds. I mean, nobody does, but I didn't want to go out of bounds, so I tried my hardest to stay in bounds. And while I was trying to stay inbound, I ended up full out face planting into a tree. Like full force, and it knocked the wind out of me. So yeah, I ended up face planting into the tree. And when that happened, it knocked the wind out of me. And I don't know if you've ever had the wind knocked out of you, but it's a terrible feeling because it's like you literally can't breathe. You're just sitting on the ground trying to wheeze and trying your hardest to breathe. And that happened to me, and it felt like it was going on for 10 minutes, but in reality it was pretty much like 2. And the one thing I remember is like one of my best friends, his name was David. He knows me since I'm a bigger dude. Like when I play football with the older guys, like if I get hit, I normally get right back up. And I didn't get back up this time, so all I heard in the background was, "Yo guys, call 911." That's the one thing like the biggest thing I remember about that whole day is David's voice saying that. But But when he said that, like, I pulled my hand out to the side and waited. I was like, no, it's okay, it's okay. So I ended up getting up. They wanted me to take a break, but I mean, I felt fine after a little while. I just had a couple scratches and stuff on the side of my face right here. But, I mean, after that, we just kept playing for a little bit, then we went home, and everything was all good. So that was pretty much one of my worst experiences, like, with like getting the wind knocked out of me. What is up, dude and dudettes? I am back here to finish up this moto vlog for you guys. Just got out of class, it's pretty late. I had to do a couple assignments. Plus there's a little club meeting that I was a part of going on tonight. And I'm off to home. So, this is nighttime. But I just do something about night riding. And my opinions on it, if I enjoy it or if I don't. And I want to know you guys' opinion. So my opinion on night riding is I actually enjoy it. Don't get me wrong. There are, of course, a lot more dangerous possibilities that can happen at night. People can't see you. It's really hard to see 2 wheels during the day. At night, it pretty much like quadruples that chance of people not seeing you. I mean, of course, there's always that chance of like it's late at night and a person's coming home from the bar, and they'll probably be drunk driving. A lot more drunk drivers out around this time. But for me, I know the risks that go into it. I enjoy riding at night just because it's a lot less traffic. You feel like you have the road to yourself, and it's more enjoyable. I know some people argue that riding at night is stupid. They try avoiding it at all times, and I mean, kudos to you, my friend. If you don't want to ride at night, then don't ride at night. This is all personal opinion. The only downside about riding at night for me is I have a smoked out visor and it's like all black and stuff. So it's a bit darker. Normally I try to avoid to wear this visor and use like my other helmet with the clear visor if I know I'm gonna ride at night. But I didn't know I was gonna stay here this late. So the downside about having this smoked out visor is it's like wearing sunglasses at night. Everything is a whole lot darker. And that shit's a little bit harder to see in. But other than that, I just enjoy riding at night. The only thing I try to do is I try to stay on lit roads, of course. As long as I can, I will. I try to avoid highway riding to a certain extent, unless I'm riding with a group, because it's more of a chance of you getting pulled over on the highway at night because you can't see the cops. And a lot of them are out there just waiting for you. But other than that, I mean, I just enjoy riding at night. So, I just want to know your guys' opinion on riding at night. If you guys try to avoid it, you guys enjoy it, just let me know. I also got one more topic I want to talk about so you guys. It's also another story, like I did in the earlier vlog during the day. But this is about a bad mechanic experience that I had. So pretty much when I bought this bike, when I bought it, everything looked fine to me. Of course, I mean, I was naive to buy a bike. It would be my first bike, so I didn't look into every nick and cranny of this bike. But I had a couple issues that came up with it. And one of them was I sprung an oil leak about 2 months after I bought the bike. And I couldn't predict that if that was gonna happen. The bike is also missing a couple fairing bolts that I had to replace. And actually I haven't replaced them yet. I'm actually just have zip ties on them right now. Planning on replacing them soon. And well, behind the facts. So I had an oil leak. I took it to a place up by my house. There's a mechanic. It was like a pretty decent sized dealership. I went there, they quoted me the price. I went to 2 dealerships, they quoted me the exact same price. So I decided to go with that one dealership I went to originally. They said that since the main valve gasket cover was leaking and it had a crack in it, that you have to replace the whole thing, and also I probably should get a valve adjustment done because it hasn't been done on the bike in a while. So I was like, hell, why not? Just get it all done with. So they quoted me about 2 days. They'll say, okay, we'll have it done for you in about 2 days. So I dropped the bike off, waited 2 days, waited for them to call me back, and I heard no call. So I decided to give them a call back to get like a little update on what was going on. And I gave them a call back. They answered. They told me that they're waiting for a part to come in. It should be in the next couple of days, and we'll get it done to you. We'll get it done by the end of this week. So like, okay, fair enough. Week went by. Basically gave them a call back, and they same answer. We're waiting for another part to come in. It should be in 2 days, and we'll get the bike back to you like in about a week. So waited about 2 weeks. Gave him a little more time, gave him 2 weeks. So at this point, it's pretty much like four or 5 weeks. I can't do math. I don't remember what I was saying. And no response. So I called them again, and they're like, "Oh, we're waiting on the last part, blah 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 blah." And I was like, "Okay, are you sure it's the last part? Are you so it'll be done by the end of this week? I've called them multiple times, blah 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 blah." And they're like, "Yeah, this is the last part, and we'll give you a complimentary oil change since we're taking so long." And I was like, "All right, that's cool of you guys." Although it's been like 5 weeks now. Waited about a week, so on the 6th week, I was planning on going on vacation with a couple friends. One of my friends' parents are going out to the beach and they're renting out an apartment, so we were going to stay with them. And I was hoping for my bike to be done that week so I can go down riding, because if I drove my car, then it'll cost a shit ton of money on gas. My car is a gas guzzler. I don't even know. I probably get like, what, 11 miles to the gallon? Maybe not even. But it's terrible for gas, and I wasn't trying to spend like, I don't know, like over $100 on gas for a round trip. So waiting for my bike to be done so I can ride it down to Virginia Beach. That's where I was heading with friends. and they left on a Monday because they're gonna stay down there for the whole week. They're gonna stay down there for a whole week, and I was waiting for my bike to be done. They called me in. They're like, "Okay, here it is on Wednesday." They called me. They're like, "Your bike's ready to go." And I was like, "Good, thank you." And I can go pick it up because at this point I haven't been riding for over a month, and I was like just excited. Summer was going by, and I was just excited to ride. So I went to go pick up the bike. And as I picked it up, everything seemed fine. I paid it off. Went home, got all my bags and stuff that I was going to take with me. Got on the bike, started riding towards Virginia Beach. 30 minutes into the ride, my whole right front peg snapped. The whole bracket just cracked in half. So literally my rear foot peg was touching my rear tire. And of course, I mean, me being stupid and all, I'm only 30 minutes away from home, about 2.5 hours to 3 hours away from Virginia Beach. I just pulled off to the side of the road. I had a zip tie on my backpack and zip tied it all up. Now, when I zip tied it all up, I couldn't use my rear brake, and basically the front right peg wasn't even stable, so I had to like flex my leg up the whole time. So it was a really uncomfortable ride. But the thing that annoyed me was it broke the same day I got out of the mechanics. So I gave the mechanics a call the next day and tried to figure it out. And they were like, "Oh, since we didn't work in that part, we can't give you a warranty and shit on it." So basically, they fixed my bike and gave it back to me broken. And I was pissed. Thank God that whenever I went to the Virginia Beach, the dad that I was staying with at the apartment, he used to ride bikes, used to ride Harleys, and knew how to work on bikes. So he was like, "Yeah, just go ahead and give the dealerships around here a call, figure out if they have any parts." Of course, none of them had the parts because you have to order that part online specifically. And so we ended up going to Home Depot, and basically we got a bunch of wired it all up. We wired it all up, and we were able to have me use the rear brake and put weight on the peg so I can ride somewhat comfortably over to my house. But besides the fact that I got home and I was still pissed, I had to order the part myself. It cost me about $50. I mean, it's not that much, but it's like the thought that counts. Like, the mechanics pretty much quoted me 2 days on the bike being done. Ended up taking over a month, and then they gave me the bike back and it's broken. Like, all I know is I'm pretty much never going back to that mechanics ever again. And that's a done deal. And this is a really long red light. Well, Megan, you haven't eaten much today, so I think it's about time to feed you. So, there you go. Enjoy. So guys, this is gonna wrap up this motor vlog for today. As always, Big Boy signing out. I salute y'all. Peace.